Zach Holland, welcome to the
Julia.
show. We are
Hey,
shifting
everybody.
a little bit, to our demo side of things. We've got two demos. The first one is going to be Averi, and Zach Holland is the CEO and founder. And excited to have you on, Zach. How are you doing?
Excited to be here, Julia. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, let's dive in.
All right, let's do it. And also just shout out to Eli. That session was so good. I hope everybody takes a lot from that because that was info packed. And I love just it all comes back no matter how crazy technology continues to get. It all comes back to us as marketers continuing to be better ourselves at knowing our customers and finding new ways to be creative and be different. So loved that session. All
100%.
right.
Do you want to set a stage or shall we just?
Yeah, I'll hop in and just tell people about Avery and what we have cooking over there. I'll go ahead and share my screen if that's okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. See what we're sharing here. Hmm. Now, of course, my windows are going crazy.
Live TV?
Yep, there we go. All right, can everybody see that? Okay, you see that? Cool. All right, everybody. As Julie mentioned, my name is Zach Holland. I'm the founder and CEO at Avery AI. We call ourselves the AI marketing workspace. We genuinely were built from the ground up by marketers who have been in most of your shoes or people who have marketing on their plate and are trying to navigate this crazy world of new AI tools and new things coming out every day while still maintaining, much like Eli was saying in the last presentation, ways for us ourselves to push to be more creative, to still work with great people. And so really feel like building an AI marketing workspace on Avery helps to empower you to be better versus try to replace you as marketers or try to replace all the amazing specialists who are out there. So kind of at the core of it is, as many people know, marketing today can feel really messy. We still have a lot that we rely on human specialists for, but everybody who's run a marketing department knows it can feel like a revolving door of talent, trying to find the right specialist for something, keeping them there before they move on to something else. We're kind of filled with, we already had a lot of MarTech options before this new AI wave. A lot of the traditional stuff hasn't really changed in 5, 10 years. We're still using the same things to find freelancers to work with or sit on demos for products that kind of continually disappoint us. And that only got crazier when we introduced 100,000 new AI products a year that often can be more of a distraction than a help. There's a lot of really well-funded products that aren't really there yet to meet their promises, as a lot of people are realizing. So we kind of get caught chasing these AI tools around and trying demos for a lot of specific one-off tool items that can actually take away from our ability to just, as Eli was talking about, be great marketers and kind of focus on being creative. And there's really a lack of cohesion in this new world. Marketing was already messy before, but now across still needing human talent, using more legacy software for some things, and then trying to plug in these new AI tools that often aren't ready. It can feel like, all right, I wrote a good marketing plan, but how am I maintaining a cohesive brand across all these different tools, across all these different content pipelines that I'm expected to be able to create in a world where what AI is doing is it's leveling up the expectations on brands to be able to make great content, make a ton of it, and test it fast. Which, of course, when marketing teams are getting smaller and smaller, can feel like you're drowning in all of it. Uh, all of that also leads to just messy operations. Today, a lot of teams look like this weird mishmash of kind of have a CEO trying to hire internally for things like marketing ops and strategy, working with an agency for some things, working with a weird mix of freelancers for others, and just maintaining this messy system and trying to make sure you're using the right new tools can actually take way more time off your plate than you have, which means that you don't get the time to be creative, to be strategic, to be really like thinking and obsessing about what your customers are doing out there, which only becomes more important as we change. So we built Avery to solve for that use case. As I mentioned, we call it the AI marketing workspace. It uniquely combines two different things. One is industry-leading marketing AI. So we've written our own foundation models from scratch, specifically for the marketing use case. So Averi won't help you plan a road trip to Arizona, but it will be better than Claude or ChatGPT or anything else out there to help you build a marketing plan, to help you break down strategy, to help you figure out what channels will be right for you. We built it with enterprise grade data security, so you can plug in your APIs and work with an AI that deeply can understand your ad accounts, your SEO challenges, all to drive towards business objectives that you build in the platform. And then the other big need, like we all know, is it's hard to build really good AI content. If you just plug a basic prompt into ChatGPT, you're going to get the LinkedIn post or the blog or the ad that looks exactly like everybody else's, which as everybody starts doing it, it only becomes more important to build in ways to be creative. And I'll get into how we do that on the platform in just a second. And the other really unique thing about Averi is I think we're the only AI company that totally admits that our AI can't do everything. It's not going to be helpful with every use case in marketing. And we think that we're further away than a lot of people would have you believe in when an agentic system can completely take over your marketing department and operate it for you fully. Most of us who have explored those routes and tried it know that we still need great human experts to work with. And so on Averi, we also have the nation's best marketing pro expert network where, for things that the AI can't do for you yet, that last mile problem, making your strategy more executable, the AI can actually match you up with human experts at a 93% success rate. We have an extremely strong vetting process to get the best marketers in there, meaning that you're not going off and trying to find people after that AI tool lets you down. So at Averi, if you remember one thing about us, it's all about combining AI and human experts into one experience so that you can run any type of marketing that you'd like. Instead of, okay, here's a tool to do this one niche thing that you have to do all day to add yet another tool to your stack. At Averi, you have AI for strategy and for content creation. You can train your AI in under 5 minutes on an AI empowered onboarding. That means everything from your brand core and how to keep your brand consistent across different content types to your product catalog, your personal preferences, the team that you already currently work with. And even just by the end of our onboarding, our AI will generate you an in-depth marketing plan that I'd put against most that I see high-level consultants and strategists build. And that's just for free before you even finish onboarding. And then once you get in there, you can literally create any type of content with Averi. But again, there's still going to be times when that AI has things it just can't do for you. AI can't run a fantastic PR campaign yet. It isn't a high level media buyer that can really operate at a high level and has seen things over years. And so Averi will then suggest the right expert team for you based on what you need, match you up with them based on thousands of unique data points. And like I said, at a 93% success rate 6 months later, most of us who have tried to find a good freelancer to work with or find an agency to help us do something, you know that you're normally not loving working with that person 6 months later at 93%. So our AI matching takes into account your personality, the way that you write and your sentiment analysis, your preferences for how you like to be communicated with, all that wraps into getting the right people matched up to your team. And then the AI will handle onboarding them onto your team, training them on your brand, and then billing and processes to make sure that they get paid on time so that you can just focus on building great strategy, creating great content, and working with great people for the times that you need it. The AI marketing workspace is kind of the central hub for all of this, where you have an AI that has long-term memory. So as you continue to work on Averi, we have a really unique system architecture that's patented and proprietary for making sure that it remembers things about your marketing program 6 months later, a year later, down to, okay, what was that? What did that freelancer that did the logo for us? When did they send that? All the way up to massive amounts of information and context on your ad accounts and your SEO and everything like that. All which means that you can spend less time creating content and getting actually good output out of an AI without having to sit there and try to train a GPT for 6 hours. The other big piece of Averi is what we call create mode. And so in the theme of AI plus human put together, we felt like the internet was just drowning in kind of AI slop that all looked exactly the same. And so creating content on Averi works pretty differently, where you can prompt Averi into creating something for you, like an ad or a blog, and then you get a first draft back. But then after you're happy with your AI draft, right there on platform, you can move into editing it yourself. So popping in, adding your own piece, adding your own flavor, adding your own stats, and then take an action with that thing right there on platform. So that you get an ad back, edit the layers, move things around how you'd like, and then push that ad right to your team or right to ad accounts so that you don't have to build something on ChatGPT, take it off to Photoshop or Word or something like that, and then Slack it to your teammates or go log into the business manager. You can do all that in 2 seconds. I'm going to show just a really quick video about create mode. It's short, but just so you can kind of see the process.
Just confirming there is no sound. Correct, Zach? Can you hear me, Zach?
Mm-hmm.
There is no
Yeah.
sound to the video, right?
Yeah, that's okay. It's just the sound is just sound. But anyways, people get it. AI content creation, human editing combined into one process. What that means is that your in-house team has one AI workspace that it can work with where you house strategy and content creation, industry insights, AI research, but then also where it can source expert talent, implement systems, and report on how things are going all in one place. Getting set up on your own AI marketing workspace is really easy. As I mentioned, you can onboard in minutes through an AI-powered onboarding process. Right as soon as you get in there, you can create content that's going to be on brand and that's trained on the best modern practices for everything from blogs that are written on best practices for LLM SEO, like Eli was talking about, into ads that you can iterate and push quickly. Averi's completely free to use, so we don't tic-tac on AI token usage or try to lock you into long SaaS contracts. It's totally free to get in and train your AI and start to get to work. And we have best-in-class support. Our head of customer success is always available to work with anybody. And our whole theme of AI plus human, you're never just going to talk to an obnoxious customer support chatbot to get things done. You can always pop on and work with a person. That's what I have for you. That's Averi. It's Gen AI plus human expertise and never instead of. You can find it at www.averi.ai.
Thank you so much, Zach. And we are about to transition to our next demo. We received a couple of questions here. I'm just going to address one. What inputs does Averi need to personalize the AI for brands?
Yeah, that's a great point. So there's a lot of different pieces you can add, and you can get more sophisticated with how you train Averi. From basic things like your brand colors and the fonts that you like to use and the brand voice, into building custom mood boards of different inspiration and ads that you like from around the internet. And so it's scalable with how complex your current marketing system is. But it's also, hey, I'm getting started and I don't even have a brand voice. Then in the onboarding with what it knows about your business and your products from your website and things like that, it will actually work with you to generate your brand voice or your ideal customer profiles and things like that. So whether you're just starting out and you're trying to figure out how to market your business, or you're an enterprise marketing team with a super complex system, you can train Averi at different levels.
Thanks again, Zach.